How did you get into Alexander technique? Did you have any problems that it helped with?
Yeah, I got into Alexander technique because I wanted to be more successful with women. I got this book called The Rules of the Game, and it was all about how to meet and date women. And it had one sentence in there about the Alexander technique.
Really?
And yeah, it recommended the guys study the Alexander technique so that they'd have better posture and that they'd be more poised, and therefore they'd come across, more powerfully and more effectively with women. So I read that and I realized, I've always had posture problems. I want to be more successful with women. And then it said that the Alexander technique can help with your voice. And I remember that I used to work in radio, and the longer I worked in radio, the more voice problems I had, and I used to become hoarse, and my voice would sound terrible, and had a nickname in high school as the Squeakin Deacon, because, when I'd get excited sometimes my voice would rise really high. So I had all these voice problems, and I'd also had various problems with my body in the previous few years from all my hard years of blogging, 50 hours a week. I developed carpal tunnel, and my back would go out on me several times a year. So when I read in just one sentence that Alexander technique could help with all these issues that have been ailing me, I said, wow, I need to study this. So I checked out some books from the library and a couple of videos and researched it online. Thought, I want to see if I can teach myself Alexander technique. And then I realized that I needed to go get a real teacher. And at the same time, I got a credit card offer from Bank of America that said, pay no interest for 1 year. And so I found an Alexander teacher who would take a credit card, and I went off and got 30 lessons, and which is generally regarded as, as a good introduction to the Alexander technique. And about 20 lessons in, so I was telling my teacher, this is great stuff, this is changing my life. She said, well, you might want to take a 6-week intensive or even train to become a teacher. And I thought, I want more of this work. This is just intoxicating. I love it. And so in January of 2009, I enrolled at the Alexander Training Institute of Los Angeles, and I did a 3-year teacher training program. So it's 36 weeks a year, 3 hours a day, 5 days a week.